Hey there, Ace here. Today I'm walking you through creating your first email broadcast in Moosend. Perfect for getting your message out to subscribers and scaling your digital course business. In just a few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to craft a broadcast that converts. Whether you're promoting your latest course or nurturing your list, you'll learn all the essentials to get started. So the first step we're going to do is make sure that you're already logged in. I'm already logged into my Moosend account. If you don't have a Moosend account, I'll leave a link below this video here for you to actually sign up for a free trial, and you can definitely see if it's something you've been wanting to replace your old autoresponder. I know I have found this to be better than my previous autoresponder, and it is absolutely incredible with the features and the ease of use, especially for the non-tech folks like me. I'm not that techie, but I am techie enough, I would say, with certain things on the internet. But this really takes the cake. And I think this is going to be really easy for those of you who need an autoresponder that is easy to use and you want to share it with other people who you've shared with autoresponders in the past, right? And you want them to switch over. This would be the best one to switch over to, in my opinion. All right, so now that you're logged in, let's go to the campaign. So right over here at the very top, it says campaigns. You're going to click that tab and you're going to select regular campaign. That's what we're going to do. Now what we're going to do is we are going to name our campaign. So we have to create the campaign. So being that I have data, as you can see, I've been using it, we're going to pretend like we are starting from scratch. We're going to go right over here to the right, click this blue tab, and it says regular. We're going to select that. Now look at this. This is an awesome layout. It has a little checklist on the side, so we're just going to go right through it, okay? So it says set basic settings, campaign type, HTML, and when you click this slider over here and you go like this, if you want to change it to plain text, you can do plain text, or you could leave it on HTML. Let's leave it on HTML for now. All right. Campaign name. Let's go to the campaign name. Now we have to name it something that we're going to remember. So don't worry, because your receivers, the people that are going to be getting your broadcast, are not going to see this. So what we need to do is name it something that when you look at your reports is easy to identify with. I have a trick. What I do is I teach my team members and my clients how to organize their emails by abbreviation. So let's say you're sending the email out in the morning. We're going to call it our AM, right? That's for the morning, right? If it's a PM, then you would do a PM, right? For the afternoon or the evening, yes? So we're going to click this, we're going to press the space bar here to make a space. And now we want to use another acronym, and we're going to abbreviate broadcast. The word broadcast, we don't want to put it in here, it's too long. So we're going to put BC, then we're going to hit the space bar, make another space, and then right over here, we're going to put today's date, month, day, and year. This is a good way to organize. So I'm going to put today's date, which is February 3rd, 2025. Everybody see that? Okay. Now we're going to go to the subject line. Okay. So subject line, we're going to go ahead and create the first subject line. This is what they're going to see in their inboxes. So this will appear next to the from name. So we want to create a short and clear subject line that's curiosity based, captivating, get their attention and to get your email notice out of the competition, right? So that's something that requires copywriting skills. I'm going to go over here and put in something right now, and you're going to look over my shoulder, and I'm just going to type pretty much for my story, I would say. So I'm just going to go over here, Motel 6 to Puerto Rico, parenthesis, let's put the truth about transformation. And we'll put that right there. Now this right here says preview text. Now some people use the preview text. Other people don't know how to use it. I started using it for a little over a year now, and I started noticing it doesn't make a difference when it comes to open rates. Actually, it does. So I'm going to go ahead and put a preview text in here related to the actual subject line. So let me just write that out. Cheap motel room taught me about real success. Yes, I'm a fast typist. Okay, now over here it says the from name email address. This is very important. We're going to click the drop down there, select that. Reply to. Now we're going to click the drop down button. Here comes your domain name, your domain email. We got to put it in both places. Make sure you do that. Send confirmation to. It's by default, it's going to go right to your private email or whatever email account you have on file. A confirmation email will be sent. Track your campaign with Google Analytics unless you have a Google Analytics account and you are tracking it and using Moosend like that. I'm not, so I'm just going to leave that off. And then right here where it says track your campaign revenue, definitely want that. So we're going to put that on. It's already by default. Leave it on. This will enable this option to allow us to track our campaign views and orders. Okay. Now we're going to click over here to the bottom right hand corner. Click on next. All right. You see how the 2 is now lighted up. And then right here it says choose email list. So now we got to choose the email list, right? So I've got a couple lists here. I'm going to go ahead and select my openers list. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to select my master list as well because I got some people in there and we can't forget those guys, right? So for you, you might have just one list. It's a master list. For me, I do a little bit of different segmentation. So I just imported my leads and I wanted to do this differently. So just follow along. Don't worry about if my screen doesn't look like yours. Just follow along. You're going to put the check next to your master list or whatever your main list of subscribers is at that you want to broadcast to. And we're going to click on next. Okay, here's the fun part. Right here it says design, number 3. So the third step is the design. So now at this point, when we actually want to design our email, you're given the option to create a template. So what we're going to do is click this blue button right here that says start designing. All right, let it load. And now at this point, you're going to see a whole bunch of options for templates. See all of that? Okay, now here's the deal. All right. The way when it comes to creating emails, I want to keep it simple. You can pick what you want, but usually me and my students, we deal with solo ads and we deal with paid marketing that way for our niche. So we like to keep it 100% plain text and we sprinkle in sometimes images. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on create from scratch. Okay. So now we have a create from scratch. Now you'll notice this is totally different than your old autoresponder, right? You got all these little buttons up here and you're like, what is all this stuff, Ace? I know, we'll get into that. But right now I'm going to show you how quick and easy this is going to be. So we're going to go over here to the items and we're going to just choose text. Drag and drop, put it right in there, okay? So we're going to do that. Oh, we have to pick the layout first. Hold on. Choose layout. Okay, we have to choose the layout. Okay, that was my fault. We have to choose the layout, so we got to choose the layout. Let's do full width. There we go. Now you see the little rectangle right here and a plus sign, right? So now it's asking you when you click the plus sign, let's go ahead and select text. There we go. Now we have our text box. Now when you put your cursor in there and you select your text box, you'll notice you get your little kitchen sink up here and you can, fix your font. I like Arial and my font is usually defaulted to 18, so I like to use 18. Okay, and now I'm just going to go ahead and to save time, I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to type out my full email. Okay, just give me a moment and then I'll be right back. Okay, great. So now that we've written out all of our email here, that didn't take that long, did it? All right, now what is the next step? Well, the next step is to proofread everything, make sure everything's spelled correctly. Your hyperlinks are, done. And I know you didn't see me do this step, so what I'm going to do is show you how to do that. So basically, when you want to actually hyperlink your call to action in Moosend, what you do is you highlight, let's just use this line right here so you can see my example. You highlight the sentence or phrase that you want your call to action to be, and then the kitchen sink pops up and you'll see a little chain link right here, and you'll see 2 of them. One is here that's linked, the other one is broken. It has a little artwork around it showing that it's broken. So we're going to click on this right here where it says link, and this is where you're going to paste your sales page for your business, your affiliate link, product, offer, service, and you put it in there. You don't have to touch anything here at that and just leave it just like that. After you do the paste, you're going to click on save and it will be just like this. It'll just highlight in like a purplish color. That's the way Moosend's branding is purple. And then you can go ahead and get ready to broadcast your email. Now, you'll notice that after we're done, this little window pops up. There's a way to turn this off, okay? And you just see here where it says helper grid. You just go ahead and slide that over and it's just going to go like that. Don't worry about these markings. It's just, that's the way it is. Again, this is all new for you guys, okay? Once your email's done, we have to save it. So we're going to go over here to the upper right corner. It says update campaign and continue. If this is your first email and it's a plain text email, there's no pictures or anything, I would recommend save as a template and then give it a name. So we're going to call this AM broadcast 4, and then whatever the name of the offer that you have, and then click save. Okay, we're going to do that. And now it's going to save in the library in Moosend for you, okay? But we still need to get this out, so we're not done yet. Now that we saved it as a template, we're ready to roll. So let's go ahead and click this big button right here again. And it says the current design will be auto-saved and your campaign content will be updated. Do you wish to proceed? Detected no unsubscribe link. One will be added to your sent campaign. So that's a great thing. Automatically, you will have your broadcast with an unsubscribe link for your subscribers. If they don't like your email or they don't want to be on your list anymore, they can automatically see that by Moosend. So we're going to click yes. Okay, now that we click yes, it's going to save. Now we're at step number 4, schedule delivery. So here we go. When do you want to send this campaign? Make sure you toggle the right switch. Okay, so there's switches here in Moosend, right? I want to send this campaign now. If you're sending it right now, this is how you would do it. You would just leave this on the way it is and click next, and it will go out immediately, right away, real time. However, I'm in a different time zone. So I'm in Puerto Rico and I want this to go out at a specific time. So it says I want to schedule it to be sent at a specific time. We're going to toggle over here and click on the on switch for scheduling. Now you're going to see right here where it says date and time zone. So I'm going to go ahead and select my date and time, which I really love this little feature here. It's a nice calendar. And so I'm going to pick today. And then after I click on today's date, the little clock comes up and I'm going to select my hour. Make sure that you select the hour. It will display up here and click OK. Now we're going to click the time zone. So obviously I'm going to put for the East Coast. So we'll put Eastern time. And right here where it says resend campaign to non-openers, you don't need to do this, but if it's part of your campaign and you're going to be testing in the future, you can use this to do some testing to see what it would be like to resend campaign to non-openers. You know what, for the heck of it, let's just do it, right? Okay, so we're going to do it right now just so you can see the demonstration that I'm about to show you. Resend campaign after how many hours? Let's say we'll do it after 3 hours because people got to get home, work, and all that stuff. And then I need an alternate subject line, so I'll just put an alternate subject line. Let me just do that. One moment. Let me just do that right there. Okay, so I'm going to type the Motel 6 secret that changed everything. That's going to be congruent. It's an alternate version of the subject line for, resends, because you don't want to send the same subject line for a resend. Now we're going to click on next. Okay, here we go. Last step, preview number 5. Now look how awesome this is in Moosend. You have a check mark here. That means that everything you've done is been done correctly. Okay, see all of that? So now that we're done now, all we have to do is click this blue button here that says schedule. Here you have it. It's already on its way. It's scheduled. There it is right there. You can see it. And then once this is out, you'll see these numbers start to change if you have any activity going on. That's pretty much what you'll see and measure. And we'll get into more videos, guys. We'll get into more videos after this, but that's pretty much it. You want to actually, let's recap, okay? Test your broadcast on different devices. Make sure that you can see it on different devices, as you're testing it, before you send it, if you're going to do that kind of a campaign. Use different types of subject lines if you're doing a resend. And make sure your checklist is all green all the way down, okay? So you're ready to start reaching your audience effectively. And in the next video, I'll show you advanced features for scaling your Moosend campaigns with segmentation. We'll be doing a lot of that and getting to know this platform more and more. All right. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss my latest tips on scaling your digital business. Drop a comment below with the biggest takeaway that you got from this tutorial. And if you're ready to take your email marketing or digital business to the next level, me and Rich are here to help. Click the link in the description to access my complete system and mastery course. This is Ace, and I'll see you in the next video. We'll dive into advanced Moosend automation strategies next time. Peace out.